Welcome. If you've never practiced yoga before, you're in the right place. We're going to begin today's class in an easy seat. So come down to the ground, come into a cross-legged position, and you're going to sit up nice and tall. So imagine you've got a piece of string attached to the top of your head, gently pulling you upwards. No forcing, just a gentle lift. Allow your hands to rest on your knees or in your lap. And then you can close down your eyes if that feels comfortable, or you can just keep your gaze nice and soft. We're just going to begin the beginning of the practice, just settling in and focusing on our breath. So in yoga, we use a lot of breath work, moving with our breath. Yoga is about stilling the fluctuations of your mind. So it's about tuning in with how you're breathing. So as you sit here, just notice the sensation of the breath coming in and out of your nose. Maybe noticing whether it's fast or slow. Maybe paying attention to the temperature. Is the air around you hot or cold? And as we come to stillness, your mind might start to wander. So any thoughts that pop up, just allow them to come. Allow them to come without judgment. And then bring your attention back to your breath. Just noticing the texture of your breath. Any subtle smells in the air. Keep that gentle lift through your spine, the crown of your head. Sit bones evenly weighted down on the earth. Good. Bring one hand to your belly and one hand to your chest. Take a deep breath in through your nose and then let it out through your mouth. And again, deep breath in through your nose and then out through your mouth. Last time, really feeling your chest and your belly expand underneath your fingertips. Lovely. Let your breath come back to its natural rhythm now. Keeping your eyes closed, or if they're closed, you can open them nice and softly. Keep that gaze soft. Then release your hands. Bring your hands either side of your hips on the ground. Keep your right hand on the ground. Raise your left arm up towards the sky. Take a deep breath in. Reach through your fingertips. And then as you exhale, lean over towards the right side. So you're going to feel a lovely stretch down the left-hand side of your body. Your left sit bone is going to want to come up with you, but keep that rooted down to the earth. Good. Take a deep breath in, reach through your fingertips. And then as you exhale, slowly bring yourself back up. Other side, left hand down, right arm up. Take a breath in. As you exhale, lean over towards the left, feeling that stretch down your right side body. Keep your chest lifted. You always want your heart shining out and up. Good. Inhale, reach through your fingertips. And then as you breathe out, slowly come back upright. We're going to roll over our knees now, or you can just turn yourself round and we're going to come onto all fours. Coming into a tabletop position, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. So you'll come into tabletop all fours quite a lot during your yoga journeys, but it might seem like a simple pose, but no yoga pose is ever completely passive, apart from one. We'll come to that later. So make this pose active. Spread your fingertips wide on the mat. Grip through your fingertips and then push the ground away from you so we're not dumping into our shoulders. Tuck your chin ever so slightly just to keep your neck nice and long. And then you're going to pull your navel in, so your belly button in and up towards your spine, just a bit, just to activate our centre. So just take a round of breath here in tabletop. Deep breath in and out. Good, well done. Step your right foot between your hands. So take your time doing this. If you need to come up onto your fingertips because you've got short arms, that's fine. And then you can move this right foot out. If you're feeling a bit wobbly already, we're going to come into a low lunge. So if you're feeling a bit wobbly, just move this right foot over a bit. This just widens your stance, helps you balance. And then we're going to come into this low lunge, this very easy modified low lunge. So bring your hands up onto your right leg. So whenever you're in this low lunge, keep your knee over your ankle. Keeping your head over your chest and then your chest over your pelvis. Tuck your tailbone down and under. Keep your gaze straight ahead. Good. So there is the option just to stay here and breathe. Just noticing how this posture feels. Maybe this is enough. Say if you've never practiced yoga before, this might be challenging in itself. So you can just stay here, find your balance, find your center. Or you can reach your arms up to the sky. Little finger facing forward, thumbs pointing back. And again, nothing is passive here. So really actively reach up. Imagining you've got a beach ball between your hands. So feeling that energy in your hands, in your fingertips. Keep reaching up. Good. Keeping your breath even. Don't forget to breathe. Good. Take a deep breath in. Really reaching up. And then as you exhale, slowly release your hands back down to the mat. Frame your right foot and then step your right foot back, coming back into your tabletop. Taking a moment to reset if you need to. And then we're going to do that on the other side. So step your left foot up between your hands. And again, if you need to move that left foot out for more stability, you can. And you might find that one side is easier than the other. So when you're ready, come up, hands on your left thigh, knee over ankle. Seeing if you can keep your shoulders away from your ears. Good. Keep your breath steady and even. Stay here, find your balance, find your center. Or you can reach your arms up to the sky. Again, actively reaching up, using that analogy of the beach ball between your hands. Good, take a deep breath in. As you exhale, slowly releasing your hands, framing your left foot, stepping your left foot back, coming back into your tabletop. So taking any movement you need to here just to reset and readjust. So just coming into tabletop again, push the ground away, tuck your chin, pull your navel in. And then we're going to come into downward facing dog now. Tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back. So it's almost like an inverted V. Now you can see my knees are really bent here. My feet are not flat on the floor. Downward facing dog is much more of a stretch for your spine, not your hamstrings. So take as a deeper bend in your knees as you need to. Draw your belly towards your thighs and tuck your lower ribs in. Keep breathing. And again, spread your fingertips wide, grip through your fingertips and send your weight back. This takes some of the weight out of your wrists. Gaze back between your toes. Good. Let's take a full breath in here. And out. Good job. We're going to walk our feet up to the top of the mat now. So slowly lift your head and look between your hands. And then take tiny tiptoey steps with your feet all the way to the top of the mat, so your feet are between your hands, coming into a forward fold. Again, taking a really deep bend in your knees here if you need to. Let your head hang, let your arms hang.
Good, tuck your chin in. And then we're going to slowly roll all the way up to stand. So really important here to keep a bend in your knees to protect your lower back. Keep your chin tucked in right till the last minute. And you're going to slowly rise up to stand. Imagining you're stacking your vertebra one on top of the other. Slowly. Letting your head come up last. Once you get to the top, just circle your shoulders around a few times. Good, and then let's stand in mountain pose. Again, a really crucial, important pose that is never passive. So similar alignment to when we was just in our low lunge. You can close down your eyes here and just checking in whether your head is over your heart and your heart is over your pelvis. We all have a tendency a little bit just to stick our bottoms out and tilt our pelvis. See if you can tilt your pelvis underneath you. Arms down by your sides, palms facing forward. Shoulders away from your ears. Making sure that both of your feet are in contact with the mat, all four corners of both feet. Feel the ground underneath your feet holding you up, navel drawing in. Just take a few steady breaths here on your own in mountain pose. On your next inhale, sweep your arms out and up. Bring your palms together at the top of your head. Then as you exhale, keeping your palms together, draw a line down in front of your face and let your hands rest in front of your heart. Good. And again, inhale, sweep your arms out and up. Palms touch. Exhale, down in front of your chest. Good. And again, inhale, sweep your arms out and up. Stretch through your fingertips, take up space. Then exhale, draw a line down in front of your heart center. Good. Inhale, sweep out and up. This time, as you exhale, you're going to hinge forward from your waist, coming into a forward fold. Good. Next breath in, come all the way back up, bend your knees, sweep your arms out and up, palms touch. Exhale, draw them down in front of your heart. Let's do that again. So moving with our breath now. Inhale, sweep out and up. Exhale, hinge forwards. Then inhale to come all the way up. And then exhale, draw a line, hands in front of your heart. Good, just take a second. Bringing your attention to your breath. If this is your first ever yoga class, it might all feel a little bit strange. Just see how you feel. On your next inhale, sweep your arms out and up. Exhale, fold forwards. This time, take a bend in your knees, plant your hands on the mat, and we're going to step back into tabletop. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Take your time. Then bring your big toes to touch. Spread your knees as wide as the mat, and you're going to sink your hips down towards your heels. So if it doesn't quite reach, that's completely normal and totally okay. You're going to extend your arms up towards the top of the mat and allow your forehead to rest on the ground, coming into extended child's pose. So breathe here, nice and deep. If you don't quite reach, you can come onto your forearms and just relax your neck and your head down. Close your eyes. Child's pose is one of those restorative poses that you can come to anytime, anywhere,
during practice or off your mat. If you're feeling tired or anxious, child's pose is the perfect
pose for all that. And especially as you start your yoga journey, some poses you might find a little trickier than others, so you can always come to child's pose to rest. Take a breath in, reach through your fingertips, give your shoulders a lovely stretch. And then as you exhale, slowly walk yourself back up.
Bring your knees together and then swing your legs out from underneath you and your legs out in front of you. So you're sitting on your bottom, legs out in front of you. We're coming into this L shape, which is staff pose. So hands either side of your hips, gently push into your hands and you'll feel this lovely lift in your spine. Toes active, so no passive feet here. Keep your toes actively pointing up towards the sky. Gaze in front of you. Take a full breath in here in staff pose. And out. Good job. Hug your right knee in towards you now. Placing your right foot on the ground next to your left thigh. Really hug it in. Then wrap your left arm around your right leg. Bring your right hand behind you. We're going to come into this modified half Lord of the Fishes pose. So as you breathe in, push it into your hand, lift up through your spine. Then as you breathe out, you're going to slowly rotate to the right. So keep this right knee hugged in towards you. This twist is coming from your torso and your belly button and your navel, not your head and your neck. So don't let your head come past your right hip. So we're just going to stay here and take a couple of breaths. So with every inhale, lift. And then with every exhale, seeing if you can rotate a fraction more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, rotate. Good. Slowly release, turning yourself back to the front. Use your hand to help your right leg go long if you need to. Other side, so hugging your left knee in. Left foot on the ground next to your right thigh. Wrap your right arm around, left hand behind you. Pull your left knee in towards your body. Breathing in to lift up. Exhaling to twist to the left. Good, slowly release. Let your left leg go long on the mat. And then bring your hands either side of your hips once more. Bend your knees, bring your feet flat on the ground. Shuffle yourself forwards and we're going to come to lay on our backs. So take your time getting there. And then when you get there, let your knees come in towards your chest. Hug your knees in really tight. Wrapping your arms around your shins. You can close down your eyes here and gently rock from side to side. Just massaging your lower back on the mat. And then let your legs go long now. You can spread your feet a bit further apart, arms out alongside your body, palms facing up. Close down your eyes. And we're going to come into Shavasana. Now this pose is a pose where you completely and utterly let go, which is much easier said than done. It's very hard just to lay still and completely relax. But we're going to try, and it takes practice. And that is why it's called a yoga practice. So allow all the muscles in your body to completely relax. Allow your breath just to come as it is. Maybe giving your toes and your fingers a little wiggle to make sure you're not clenching. Relax your jaw.
Relax that little bit in between your eyebrows. Take a breath in, noticing anywhere that's maybe feeling a bit tight or you're still holding on to. And then as you breathe out, seeing if you can let that go. Again, breathing in, notice. Exhale, let it go. Allow your breath to come naturally, steady. And like at the beginning of the practice, just bringing your attention to what's happening with your breath. If you can, quietly acknowledge any thoughts that come up, but try not to give them too much attention. Noticing anywhere that your body is in contact with the earth. Feeling the earth underneath you, holding you. I always encourage you to stay in Shavasana for as long as you can, for as long as you've got time for. The longer the better. If you need to finish the practice now, bring your feet together. Gently wiggle your fingers and toes. Reach your arms up overhead, point your toes, stretch through your arms and fingertips. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, bring your knees into your chest, giving yourself another hug. Then gently roll onto your side. Just taking a moment to pause. Just before we go back to the real world. And then always use your hands to bring yourself back up, right? Never just haul yourself up. Pushing into the ground. Coming back to that easy seat that we started our practice in at the beginning. So sitting up nice and tall, closing down your eyes. We're going to end the practice with one final round of breath together. So take a nice deep breath in. And then exhale it out. Bring your hands together in front of your heart and bow your head. Thank you so much for choosing me to do your first yoga practice. It's really been an honour to take you through your first class. Hopefully I will see you again on your mats very soon. Namaste.
If you've enjoyed this first yoga class and you want more, all of my classes are beginner friendly, so be sure to hit the subscribe button and you'll be notified whenever any new classes come up.